I called into jury duty last year. I didn't want to be there. Found out I had nothing to worry about. After roughly 15 minutes of honestly and pretty aggressively answering their questions, they wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. It's one of my finest moments as a grown-up. It's a murder trial. I don't want to be there. I didn't know this, but when you get there, you can fill out a form saying you don't want to be there. And the last question on the form is pretty straightforward. It says, do you think you'd make a fair juror? I was honest. I said, no. I'm a comic. I get paid to make quick judgments and stick to them. That's exactly what I plan on doing in your court. I thought that would get me tossed. It did not. They put me in the jury selection box. The defense attorney starts asking me questions in front of the defendant, which is awkward. And it was weird. The judge told us that the defendant had just been released from prison where he had served several years for the attempted murder of a rival gang member. Now he's being charged with murdering a rival gang member. So I'm like, great. I'm in a room with somebody definitely getting better at murder. And I thought that because when I saw him, I immediately thought, yeah, that guy's a murderer. And I thought that because he had gang tattoos all over his face. Like a lot of gang tattoos over a lot of his face. And look, I know that having gang tattoos all over your face doesn't make you a murderer. Unless you're charged with murder. Then it probably makes you a murderer. So the defense attorney, he reads my answer to the last question about making quick judgments, and he thought I was joking, I guess. And he goes, so have you made any judgments here? And I go, yeah. I think that guy's guilty. And he says, you can't know that. You've heard literally no evidence. And I said, look at his face. Everybody thinks he's guilty. And then I heard some snickering from the other potential jurors. I looked over, I counted at least 2 thumbs up, and I felt like I was killing in the courtroom. The comic came out in me. I felt like I had a hot crowd. I felt like they wanted more. I wanted to put on a good show. So then the attorney, he goes, well, if the prosecution doesn't provide enough evidence to prove him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, you have to find him not guilty. That's his words, you have to. And I just said, no, I don't. I make bad decisions all the time. I can make one here. He said that would be illegal, and I got very nervous because I wanted to say one more thing, but even though I watched a lot of crime shows, I still can't fully wrap my head around what contempt of court actually means. But I did feel like I was treading in that direction, and I also felt, well, you've come this far, let's write it out. And I said, I don't know. You know the law better than I do. Maybe that would be illegal. But to be totally honest, I do illegal stuff a lot, and I usually get away with it. I told him, I was texting my friends about how much I didn't want to be on this trial while driving here today, and no one caught me. And he shook his head, he talked to the judge, and about 2 minutes later, I was walking to my car. Free man, felt good. The truth had set me